Yo, good afternoon, viewers of YouTube. My name is Tyler of ChicoCrypto.com, and welcome to another episode of Crypto, and of course, a cold one. Today's featured guest is Kona Brewing Company, Lava Man Red Ale. I actually lived in Kona on Hawaii for about a year. Great area. It's kind of boring though. It's like the old man's island. I just dropped that cap. Need to grab that real quick. Put it on the tower. All right, let's get into this beer. Oh, so good, so good. So let's talk about Wanchain, a crypto I haven't reviewed yet, but it seems like a good time since they just got added to their first exchange. And that exchange is the biggest one out there, Binance. So you have to wonder though, how much did Wanchain pay to get on Binance because they were not a community voted coin? From what I've heard, it cost nearly $1 million to get listed. So before getting into the review, let's talk about how Wanchain got the hype and support to even be considered by Binance. Well, Ian Bolina, who by the way I think is an utter cancer to crypto, was one of the biggest crypto YouTubers hyping the coin. Well, about 15 days ago, Ian posted in his Crypto Alerts Telegram channel that Wanchain is becoming a meme, and they are toying with everyone. He then goes on to say if every ICO pulled a Wanchain, it would be the end of ICOs. People would just go back to trading. I hope that dumbass sold his investment. Probably not, and I can guarantee you since he has been hyping the coin for a long time, he received a massive pre-sale discount and is a major bag holder, one thing I will never participate in. So in some of his recent tweets, Ian, he says he bought 200 ETH more of Wanchain before the listing and says he is holding and going to wait this one out with Wanchain. I don't believe his ass for a second. I think he sold a lot of his, but who am I to judge? So OneCoin, the utility token of Wanchain, since being listed, has got people to FOMO in. What happened to the price? It did shoot up to a high of $4.45 USD, going for more than 10 times the ICO price, which was about 34 cents to 40 cents USD. If you have been around crypto for as long as me, you know that once an ICO reaches 10 times, the bag holders start a dumping on the FOMOers. Looking at the price charts, that seems to be what is happening. So, is Wanchain a good investment? Well, that is why I decided to make a video, so I could do some research of my own and decide should I put some money in once the FOMO dies down. What is Wanchain? In a general statement, Wanchain's vision is rebuilding financial services. Wanchain is a global financial platform that connects and exchanges value between different blockchains. Specifically, Wanchain connects and exchanges value between different blockchain ledgers in a distributed manner. It uses cryptographic theories built into cross-chain protocols and a distributed ledger that records cross-chain transactions and intra-chain transactions. So that means any blockchain, private, public, or consortium chain can integrate with Wanchain to establish connections between different ledgers and perform low-cost inter-ledger asset transfers. First of all, Wanchain is a hard fork of Ethereum, but is proof of stake. This is implemented for ordinary transactions. Wanchain also includes classes of differing nodes, which are basically performing different functions within the Wanchain ecosystem. These verification nodes are divided into 3 categories. 1. Cross-chain transaction proof nodes or vouchers. 2. Locked account management nodes or storemen. And 3. General verification nodes or validators. Finally, there is a 4th node called general nodes. So vouchers receive transaction fees from the corresponding shares as a security deposit. If the proof is found to be false, the security deposit is deducted from the account and the node authority status will be revoked. So this causes people not to implement false transactions. So a validator completes the recording of transactions on Wanchain to gain part of the transaction fees. A storeman node then receives a corresponding key share according to the stake of long coins it holds, and it calculates the corresponding signature shared to be added to the transaction. The storeman obtains the transaction fees involved in the verification transaction according to the key share proportion. If the key share info is offline or lost, the transaction fees cannot be claimed. Likewise, if the node signed the error transaction, the credentials of the storeman will also be taken away, and nobody wants that. Basically, the incentive mechanism will motivate the vouchers to provide correct transaction proofs, the validators to complete the recording of Wanchain correctly and faithfully, and the storeman stay online and safely keep their own key shares. The final nodes are general nodes. Only those holding a high enough stake in Wanchain network can become a verification node, one of the three. The details of these amounts have not been released as of yet, but it should be happening soon now that they're on exchanges. General nodes cannot participate in the verification process of cross-chain transactions, but they can entrust the stake they hold to trusted verification nodes. Basically, this is pulling together WAN coins to make a verification node. These are called entrusted stakes within Wanchain. Wanchain also implements the concept of locked accounts. Locked accounts are used to lock the assets of the original chain that were transferred into the WAN network. The accounts are generated based on secure, multi-party computation and threshold key sharing. Those storeman nodes we talked about earlier are tasked with the maintenance and management of the keys to locked accounts, and they guarantee the security and verification. This feature will lower the risk of losing keys and has strong stability and adaptability in an ad hoc network environment, which has no fixed topology. The threshold key sharing scheme is designed to provide secure key management. A key is divided into n some number pieces and distributed to n some number participants. Each participant holds one piece of the key share, but a minimum collection of key shares are needed to reconstruct the key, requiring the participation of at least the minimum number of holders needed. An operation on a locked account will require a minimum number of key holders. They compute the signature shares separately through the key share they hold and then reconstruct the full signature using signature shares. Pretty cool concept. In current existing cross-chain platforms, they use methods such as hash time lock contracts, trusted third-party escrow accounts, and multi-signature accounts to lock original assets. But compared to these systems, WAN's locked account mechanism offers several advantages. Number one, it's decentralized without third-party participation. Number two, it's secure and stable. And number three, easy integration and data storage. Wanchain also has some great features regarding privacy. Wanchain and homogeneous chains support privacy protection based on smart contract assets. Wanchain achieves the privacy transaction using ring signatures and one-time addresses. As the Wanchain.org official website explains, this makes Wanchain the first to achieve privacy protection for smart contract token transactions. This is a key development and will make the Wanchain and its blockchains more applicable to financial applications. So, Wanchain, it looks good, and I will be buying a bit once the FOMO settles and a good buying opportunity appears. Well, the next news I'd like to move on to is regarding Nano, formerly known as raiblocks. I'm not the biggest fan of the coin because I don't like DAGs, and once Lightning for Bitcoin is fully implemented, the value of this coin will be questionable. But this news is good for the coin in the short term. Nano has a new node release, version 11, and it includes universal blocks. In the current form of Nano, there are 4 types of blocks: send, receive, change, and open. Universal blocks consolidate these types into a single block type. With the implementation of these blocks, an account's full state is in one bundle of data, and this will improve internal bookkeeping. So what benefits do these provide? Well, it makes it more efficient to generate transactions from light and hardware wallets. It also allows for more aggressive ledger pruning, and it drastically reduces processing requirements to facilitate hardware wallets. The main focus of this is hardware wallets. Can you say ledger support coming soon? It's possibly a good time to get a position before ledger support is implemented and the price does go up. Long term though, I'm just giving my honest opinion. This is a coin I don't see being around in 5 years. But I'm no future predictor, and the Lightning Network could fail, opening the door for cryptos such as Nano. Well, thanks viewers for watching this episode of Crypto in a Cold One. Wanchain, it's looking pretty good. Don't FOMO in, any of you. The price will go down. The bag holders will most likely sell out, but there is the concept of master nodes, so a lot of them could hold on. I would just wait for the price to settle a little before getting a position. And also raiblocks. Nano, it could be a short-term buy. Me personally, I won't buy it because I'm just not a fan of the technology, but if there's money to be made, there's money to be made. Well, viewers, take her easy, and as always, I'll be seeing you tomorrow.